Hey guys, this is Andrew with rockclass101.com. Today we're going to be learning how to play Wipeout on the ukulele. And this is going to be part one of our lesson, and part one is going to cover the complete melody of the tune, and part two will cover the rest of the arrangement, meaning that cool little percussive effects that we had halfway through the tune, and the outro as well. So if you'd like to get access to part two, you can go to rockclass101.com and sign up for premium membership. And what you're going to get, as well as the second part of the video lesson, you're going to get the complete tab for this arrangement. And you're also going to get access to the interactive tab player, which looks a little bit like this. And what's really cool about that is that you can hit play and it streams the tab with the YouTube video or just the audio in real time. And you can even loop sections and highlight sections and slow it down. So it's super useful in learning. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's look at how to play the melody for Wipeout. So there's basically the first four bars, minus a few notes at the very end of bar 4. And you can already tell that it's literally just playing out of that C chord. So Wipeout is a 1-4-5 in the key of C. That's just a simple blues progression, meaning that we're going from C, which is the 1 chord, to F, which is the 4 chord, to G, which is our 5 chord. So that's it, just 3 chord shapes. The only thing is we're going to be moving them up the neck, so we won't be playing all the stock chords for the melody part. So let's look at the first part, guys. Basically, you got an option for the first note. We can walk it up on strings 2 and 1, but also keep in mind that this fretted note, the 3rd fret on string 2, is the same as the open 4th string. So we can even make it easier. We can literally just go open 4 and then string 1, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So it just walks chromatically up. Right? So that's what we would have. We would have open 4, string 1, fret 1, fret 2, and then to a C. And we're going to strum that C chord, guys. So we're going to go strum, and then we're going to hit string 1 by itself, and then strum again. So if I put that together, I have, okay, one more time. Okay, after that, I can go back to string 1, fret 1, and then I can hit the 4th string open. Okay, so let's try that one. Okay, so this first 3 notes are going to be our pickup measure for the tune. So it actually starts in the end of 3. So you guys can think of it as this: 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. So that's how far we got, right? We're basically halfway through bar 1, but our first 3 notes were our pickup measure for beginning the tune. So after that last hit of the open 4, we're actually going to hit 4th string again, and we're going to play the same 3 notes that was in our pickup measure. Right? So it was open 4, 1st fret, 2nd. So if I put it all together, and this is all 8th notes rhythm, guys. I have and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? So you can see how simple that rhythm is. If we played a little bit faster, we have. So you see how it just keeps repeating, right? We're actually going to play that whole pattern 4 times with a variation on the 4th one, because on the 4th one, we're going to walk up for bar 5 to our F chord. So the last time around will sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going to go into our F chord, right? So if I play those first 4 bars into bar 5 and 6, listen to what happens. So you can see on the fourth one, again, I walked up for the last 3 notes into our F chord. So think of it like this. Basically, this higher voicing of an F is like taking that D chord shape. If we were to keep moving that up, we went up a whole step, it would become E. We went up a half step, it would become F. And all I'm doing is I'm putting a little variation. I'm just going to bar with my index finger on the 5th fret, strings 1, 2, and 3, and put my pinky on 8 on string 1. So if moving this chord up and stuff, you're scratching your head saying, what is he talking about? I actually wrote an entire article on how to apply the caged method to the ukulele. The caged method is something guitar players use all the time for taking those stock basic chords, you know, like the C chord or the G chord, and moving it up the neck. So you can play in 5 different positions of the same chord instead of always being the same basic chords and the same sound every time. So if you want to check that lesson out, just click this link. So let's keep going on from F. Basically, we're going to take our pinky, put it on the 8th fret of string 2, and then we're going to put our middle finger on 6 on string 1 and walk chromatically up, which again just means going up by half step. So we have 8 on 2, 6 on 1, 7, 8 with your pinky. Then take that first finger, lay it flat, and then we can start with the little same strum kind of pattern, right? So we were going strumming from 3 down, hitting string 1, and then strum again, right? So our rhythm would be and 4 and 1 and 2, right? And again, we're gonna go down a whole step to 6, back to 8 on string 2, and then walk it chromatically up. Right? So I'm just barring from 3 down. So this means I'm ignoring string 4 this entire time that I'm on this F chord. So let's tie it from our last section, and keep in mind we're going to do F 2 times, but on that second time we're going to switch back to the melody notes for C to tie us back to C. So basically we're going to go from C, which is the end of bar 4, into F for bar 5 and 6, and then we're going to go back into C for bars 7 and 8. So it sounds like this. Okay, so if I play everything from the beginning, guys, this is what I'll have, and I'll call out the bars as I go along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what do you notice on that last one? It ends a little bit different. We have an ending of 2 quarter notes on beats 3 and 4. And 2 and 3, 4. So same walk up, and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So all I'm doing is I'm hitting for beat 3, open 4, and then the fretted 3rd fret on string 1. So that's for beat 4. So that variation will lead us into our turnaround, which is going to be our 5 to our 4 chord, and that will sound like this. So pretty simple stuff. And this time around, we're taking an A chord shape and moving it all the way up the neck until it becomes a G up here, and then down a whole step, and it becomes an F. So this shape, we'll take our first finger, we're going to lay it on the 10th fret, strings 1 and 2, then take your middle finger, put it on 11 on string 3, So we're just going to do the same little patterns. We're going to go strum 1 strum, then take your ring finger, play 13 on string 2, and then 10 on string 2, and then string 1, which is already barred. So we're playing 10 on 1. So if I count it out, I have 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So same rhythm that we had just done on C. Down a whole step, it's the same thing. And we're going to leave out that last note from the F. So basically, let me count it out from G. And the rhythm would be 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. Because we got to go back and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. We have to go back to that C, right? So again, we have cool. So now we've covered almost the entire melody. The only thing left is bar 12, and bar 12 is going to be our G chord. We're going to play it as a G7, and we're going to do it at the 7th fret. So you're going to take your index finger, bar it on the 7th fret, strings 3 down, 4th string will be open, and then take your middle finger, put it on 8 on string 1. And we're going to just do 4 quick staccato hits. It's just going to be ba 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 ba, and it actually starts on the end of 1. So when we go, we're going to be hitting on the end of 1, and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, ba 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 ba, right? So that's our entire melody, guys. Not too hard. Let's go ahead and play it all the way through one time slow, and we can hear it put together. And then when I go back into go into our next section, I'm just literally going to go hitting that last part, right? And that'll take us into all that percussion. And that lesson is going to be in part 2, which will be available for premium members at rockclass101.com. So I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of the lesson. If you want to learn the rest of this arrangement, go to rockclass101.com and sign up for premium membership. And I will see you guys in class. Thanks.